Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is something rare and special. A number 1 versus number 2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Sooners will kick this deep to get us going. This one will be fair caught. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He's past the marker and still going. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
They'll try the option play here. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Chris, doesn't something just feel right when you watch a Nebraska quarterback keep it on an option and pick up positive yards for a first down? I mean, they've been doing it so long. It's just great to see that option game back in that Nebraska jersey.
They're going to run the option. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Well, they feed the fullback here, and the big fella with a solid gain there.
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of college offenses that still display a fullback. It sure is nice to see a guy that not only can block most of the game, but occasionally get his hands on the football and get some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The Cornhuskers will have to punt this one away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. First down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. A new set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
That sack makes it third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Now a carry here for the fullback.
Well, that is a great way to make your way to the sidelines as a running back. The number one thing you have is protect the ball. You cannot put it on the ground and cost your team a possession.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run the option. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they had enough yards for the first down on that throw, but a clutch hit right here defensively jars the ball free, so no first down.
The Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards.
At the end of the first quarter, Oklahoma 3, Nebraska 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. It's an option look. back's got to run the pitch. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Huskers will line up to punt it away. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Running back has it on a screen now. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting it to the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Nebraska.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. An effective play. Good for a 1st down at the 35.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. The quarterback's got it on the option. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Pitch to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. time, it'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Let's fly to the wideout. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's caught downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Did we actually get a touchdown here before halftime? It's first and 10. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a gain. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he drops back in the gun. Gets made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down. But they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the...
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Cruz. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Before they head to the locker room. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Spot down the ball at the 40-yard line. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will. Yard line. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half. But I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. The Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
The linebacker shifting around now. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Fires it to his target. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The back's got it. The Sooners moving quickly down the field here.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Hansen. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
And the Sooners pick up enough to get a first down there. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. And he's tackled after the catch.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
He'll test the right side here. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
They'll run it here. The Sooners churn out another first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Huskers. And now the try here for the extra point. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down after the incompletion. And the runner takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Nebraska offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That run moves the ball across the 40.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense.
Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Single back takes the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Here comes a handoff. Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here's the second down play. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And the Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set. It's second down.
29 Philly. 2.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass caught, can he get in? Touchdown, Oklahoma. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Now they'll try to tack on the PAT late in this close game. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. So it's going to come down to this, Kirk. Can this offense execute when it matters most? And he lofts it toward the sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Gain of 11. First down for the offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he'll set up to throw. Trying to extend the play. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. This time a completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
The Huskers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, and it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work. Incompletion makes it second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So now from the 29, it's third down and short. You see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.